Well, Mr. Logic finally got on the same panel with me. And after exchanging emails back and forth with him or with his sidekick, whoever I was speaking to, I proposed that we do a co-host on TikTok. I proposed a formal debate. I proposed that we could speak on TikTok with a moderator. And with all of these, he did not want to accept any of them. Now, what happened this time is that there was a pretty recent revert from Christianity named Alex. Alex was on a live and he was being bothered by some Christians. They were bringing some arguments to him, and I decided to come up.
I'll let you read it if you'd like. Quran 355.
Yeah,
it's
ilahi. It's ilahi, which means towards him.
It doesn't, and also it says to him.
Sorry, do you speak Arabic?
Yes, if you'd like me to speak a bit of Arabic for you right now,
can you speak Arabic?
But if you read Quran 355 for me right now, I will read it for you in Arabic.
Take this class.
And so I come up, I talked to the Christians on a panel, I talked to 3 or 4 Christians. I stayed up there for like probably 40 minutes or so. And as soon as I drop from the panel, because I got bored, I get a message that Logic goes up there right away. He was waiting in the live, watching, and as soon as I dropped, he himself came up and he wanted to spread his doubts about the Islamic dilemma on that live stream. And so I got word. Somebody messaged me and told me that he had gone up on that panel. I said, this is my chance to finally catch him. And so I go up on that panel, and his whole attitude changes.
With it saying that it lines up. If it doesn't line up, then that would mean that it's false.
Wait. Continue. Can I finish?
Hey man, guess whose father just showed up, man? Hey, what do you want to talk about Islamic dilemma, man?
He felt so uncomfortable in a way that I've never seen him get uncomfortable before. He was very monotone. He seemed very uncomfortable, to say the least. And so we throw jabs at each other and so on. And I told him to just get to the conversation. And so he tells me to give him some time so he could set up his YouTube. For the next 10 to 15 minutes, he's off the screen and he's setting up his YouTube.
Just waiting on that. We do it this way until he gets here. Go solo screen.
No problem. I understand. The guy has a channel. He has a career. He does this full time. It's time for him to shine. It's going down. The debate with the Orthodox Muslim on the Islamic dilemma. So he wants to put on his YouTube. No problem. I understand. I waited for him. I was generous enough to wait for him. He sets up his YouTube, and we get to the conversation. And it seems that he didn't know how to attack me with my pretty well-known position now that I do a general confirmation of the Torah and the Gospel. It seems like he wasn't very familiar with my position, and he didn't know how to quite approach it. And so he asked me a very odd question. In order to establish continuity, must the Torah and the Gospel be true? Something along those lines. I answer him, I say, well, it's twofold. In order for the Quran to establish continuity, the Torah and the Gospel don't have to be preserved, because that's a non sequitur, it doesn't follow. Rather, the Torah and the Gospel have to be true in the sense that whatever the Quran is confirming has to be true. The revelation must be true. The distortion can't be true. It's distortion. And so it seemed like he wasn't getting the answer that he was hoping for. And so it made him very uncomfortable, and he started panicking. And all of a sudden, he goes to 1094, where if you are in doubt in what we have revealed to you, go ask those who read the scriptures before you. And so he asked me about this. And I expected it. I know he's going to go there. I'm very familiar with this. And he knows this is not going to work on him. So he asked me, well, what was revealed to Muhammad? Yeah, the Quran, obviously. And then he asked me the question. And I want to answer him. And as soon as I start talking, he starts panicking and freaking out. He cannot control himself. And so I try once, twice, thrice. And I say, you know what? Give me my time and mute him. Let's do timed sections. So I get 2 minutes, he gets 2 minutes. Or something like that. He really did not want to do that because he just wants to use rhetoric to try to get out of this uncomfortable position that he's in. And so, lo and behold, he says, you know what? Let's do co-host. Wait, hold on a second. Now you want to do co-host. In the emails, you rejected the co-host offer, but now you want to do the co-host. But all of a sudden, now he wants to do the co-host. For those of you who are not familiar with what that is, basically, on TikTok, there's a feature where you can go live, and somebody else can go live on their own platform, and then you can merge the live together. So I'll be live with my own audience, he'll be live with his own audience, and we'll be able to speak with one another while keeping our respective audiences separate. This way, I'm not going on his platform, he's not coming on my platform. And that's what I had offered him from the beginning. But anyways, I said, yes, let's do it. Let's do a co-host. But give me a second. Just wait for me. I'm going to go to my office, and this is my office. I'm here now. I'm going to go to the office, and I'm going to set up my YouTube as well so we can have a proper discussion. You set up your YouTube. I waited for you. Let me go to my office and set up my YouTube. And he goes and starts a live, and guess what he says? He says,
I'm setting up my YouTube. I'll be there in 15. Don't panic. Don't run.
You got till 7:08, man. You got till 7:08. Nobody's waiting around for you.
All right. If by 7:08 he doesn't show up, I'm gonna end the live. 10 minutes. I'm gonna end the live. He is panicking at this point. You could tell he is not prepared and he is not confident enough to have this conversation with me. Christians in the comments are telling him, Logic, just wait for him, man. It's okay, just wait for him. But it's like he's ignoring them. He doesn't want to hear it. This is his perfect scapegoat. And I go up on that live stream that he opened, and I'm like, look, I'm in the car. I'm driving. I almost crashed a couple of times. I'm in the car. I open my phone. I'm like, Logic, I'm right here. Just give me 5 minutes, I'm gonna be there. You're not Putin, sir. You're not running a country. You have a few minutes to spare until I get to my office. And you know what his excuse is?
Answer me
If
honestly.
you're brave, don't run.
Liviano, answer this honestly.
I'm about to be there in a second.
Were you in the
Don't run,
car?
don't panic.
Were you in the car talking to Darren?
I didn't want to put up my YouTube with Darren. I'm putting up the YouTube with you. I'm putting on the YouTube with you, sir.
Yes, you were in the car.
Hey, answer this
having
question.
A
Did I wait for
conversation,
you to
a
put
debate
on
with
your
Darren.
YouTube?
Hold on a second.
Well, you debated Darren while you were in your car. So you should have no problem talking to me now while you are in your car. You cannot make this up. First of all, Darren is not important enough for me to open up my YouTube. Second of all, I debated Darren in my car while making sure I had my charger. This time, my phone was 6%. You couldn't wait just a few minutes for me to get to my office and have the conversation. It was a perfect scapegoat for you. And by the way, guys, when I did make it to my office, I opened a live stream waiting for him for 47 minutes on the dot. He did not show up. You know what the excuse was? I'm going out for dinner. I'm going out for dinner. That's the excuse. This is Sheikh Dilemma. This is the undefeated, although he got baked the first time we spoke and we had a formal debate. He asked me not to use letters and to break things down for him, dump things down for him. Check out the formal debate we had about 8-9 months ago. It was fantastic. But anyway, this is Sheikh Dilemma. He talks about this all day long. This is his thing. This is his bread and butter. He should be ready. And he's in his studio in front of his camera in the comfort of his own home. And he could not wait a few more minutes to talk to me. I'm going to show on this screen all the Christians that were telling Logic, man, we can't defend you anymore. You should have waited for him. Logic, just wait for him. Some of them commenting, not gonna lie, as a Christian, Logic should have waited.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you get cooked one time for the way it happens, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, we're not God, like, whatever, fine. But you get cooked twice by the same person? Nah, couldn't be me. Couldn't be me, bro. He said Gumbo did Logic run.
Of course he ran.
His own Christian brothers and sisters threw him under the bus and finally saw through him that he is a fraud, that he is not willing to have an intellectual conversation.